heard somebody confess to a crime they didn't do?
I mean, it's easy to say that now when you have CSI and Law and Order, and people can actually see these things being played out in these shows and say, well, that wouldn't be me. We were 14, 15, 16 years old. We had no dealings with the police officers. Never got into no trouble. You're talking about seasoned veteran detectives, 20 years plus on the force. They do this in their sleep. That playing field is already unleveled for kids. So you walk into that situation not knowing anything, the unknown. And it's all about the pressure. They apply so much pressure on you.
Would you believe me if I told you I would never, ever confess to something I didn't do?
I believe that you believe that, yes. That's what everybody says.
But it's not what everybody does, says Saul Casson, who has researched false confessions for over 30 years. He calls confessions the gold standard of criminal evidence.
I know everything you just said is false, so why would I confess?
Well, first of all, if two reasons. One possibility is the suspect who knows he's innocent, knows he didn't do it, is starting to feel set up and railroaded. And I don't know what's happening here, but it sounds like they're going to prosecute and convict me whether I confess or not. And so now I've got to make out, I've got to serve my own best interest. And that brings us to the second component of the pressure of an interrogation, which is what I generally have called minimization. The officer, the detective, once the suspect understands that they have, or believes they have evidence of guilt, shifts gears somewhat, and there's an interplay. It's not a linear process, but the interplay is, you know what, I think you're a good person. I don't think you intended to do this. In fact, something tells me maybe you were provoked, maybe you had too much to drink, maybe somebody put you up to it, maybe you didn't realize that what you're doing was a crime. I think that it just happened.
Do most people believe they can spot a false confession, that they can spot a lie?
Yeah, wouldn't you? if I'd know a false confession if I saw one. I heard that phrase so many times. I'd know a false confession if I saw one. One of the reasons I think the system has been complacent about confession evidence is the belief that, sometimes too much pressure is brought to bear on a suspect, and sometimes an innocent person might confess. We get that. But prosecutors believe if I saw that confession, I'd know if it was false.